So I constantly struggle to see like what I can do to improve my performance in any aspect of my life. And honestly, like I find myself comparing myself to other people. I constantly want to be doing something better, something more efficient. I want to be stronger. I want to be faster. And as I go along and I keep on measuring myself to those standards, I started noticing something really important, and I hope this can be a value to someone else. I see that you're limiting yourself and you're handicapping your abilities by comparing yourself to somebody that might not even be at the level that you want to be farther down the road. And what I mean by that is if you're consistently obsessing over what the person to your left or to your right is doing, and you're seeing the techniques they're using, you're not investing that energy into yourself, and you could possibly even find other avenues, and you can find different ways of looking at stuff if you were to simply step back and look at what you're doing and how you're doing things. Of course, maybe this is a personal issue or something, but looking at what the person, the way what your competition is doing, it does have some merit to some extent, and it does hold some weight to impulse and motivate you to be better than than who you are. But you reach a threshold that, and it gets to the point where you really don't benefit from seeing what other people are doing. Of course, you can always get some inspiration and you can always get different ideas from what other people are doing, but don't overly obsess over how far they've gotten and how much time have they invested, and how much time have you invested. All in all, like, the best advice I can give you is focus on what you're doing, and try to exert your potential as far as you can, but focus on your potential only. And that should be the only thing that matters, and I promise you, you get a lot farther and a lot faster if you invest that attention into something that's going to benefit you farther down the road. With that being said, don't completely ignore your competition either. It could go both ways. Obviously, if there's somebody that's if you're, let's say, you're preparing for a fight, you obviously need to know what tactics they're gonna use, um, what techniques they may be using, their style of fighting, and everything has its place. But if you're overly obsessing, and if you're focused on what they're doing, what their training program is, what they're eating from a day-to-day basis, you begin to neglect your progress. You can begin to neglect the process that you're putting in. So I hope this is of value to someone. I hope that this kind of pushes people to kind of reflect on their own um, journey, and just see everybody as your ally, not as your enemy. Like I said, I hope somebody gets some value out of this, and if you do, please let me know.